We're living in the age of AI, and artificial intelligence like ChatGPT is changing the way we work, learn, and live. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to a powerful ChatGPT extension for Google Sheets. This tool will allow you to automate tasks, generate data insights, and simplify your workflow, all without the need to jump back and forth between ChatGPT and your spreadsheet. You can now do it all within your spreadsheet, so let's dive into this and see how it works. First, you'll need to install the ChatGPT Sheets extension. Head over to Google Workspace and search for GPT for Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Once you look that up, the first thing you'll see is this ChatGPT Workspace. Click on it, and this will open the extension. As you can see, this is a pretty popular extension so far. There are 6 million users who downloaded this. The first thing you need to do is to install this extension. Click on Install, sign in to your Google account, and then grant access to GPT. And once installed, this window will show up. Click on Next, and it will ask you to complete additional setup. I'll skip for now, and I'll click on Done. We will have to move back to our Google Sheets. Once in Google Sheets, you'll have to refresh the page to update for the extension. Once the page is refreshed, we will have to activate this extension. Click on Extensions, and you'll see this here, ChatGPT for Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Simply click on Start, and this will activate that extension. As you can see here on the right, you'll have a preview of what this extension can do. For example, it will show you a list of new ChatGPT formulas that you'll be able to use within Google Sheets. These formulas will help you to generate cells, lists, tables, and so on. Let's look at some examples. Here, I have some data that contains some customer names and their reviews regarding a certain product. I would like to process these reviews to summarize them, give them a sentiment, and some tags. Let's see how I can do this using the ChatGPT formulas. The first thing I want to do is to type a formula that takes the reviews in the column B and prompt GPT to summarize it into one concise sentence. To do this, start your formula with an equal sign, type GPT, choose the GPT function, and then we will have to add a prompt. In this case, my prompt will be summarize the review in one sentence. After, I will add an and sign, then I will choose the cell that has a review. In this case, it's B2. I'll close my formula and click enter. And as you can see, GPT took this review and summarized it into one sentence. I can copy this formula into my other cells, and now all my reviews are summarized into one sentence. The next thing I want to do is write a formula that asks GPT to analyze the sentiment of my reviews and then return a simple sentiment classification. To do this, I'll start my formula with an equal sign, then type GPT, I'll choose my GPT function, then I'll add a prompt that asks GPT to analyze the sentiment of the review. After, I'll add the and sign, then I'll choose my cell, in this case it will be B2, I'll add another and sign, another quotation mark, and then I'll provide GPT the options that I want it to return. In this case, it will be positive, neutral, or negative. And as you can see, I included my options in single quotation marks. I'll click on enter, and GPT will analyze my review and return a sentiment. I'll copy this to all my other cells, and as you can see, all my reviews are analyzed and the sentiment is returned. The last thing I would like to do is to add a tag to each of my reviews. The formula I will write will ask GPT to extract the main themes from the review in the column B, and then it will assign one of the suggested tags. In this case, they will be quality, delivery, and support. To do this, I'll start my formula with an equal sign, type GPT, I'll add an and sign, then I'll choose my review, I'll add another and sign, another double quotation mark, and then I will list my tag options. I'll finish my formula with double quotation marks and then a bracket. And again, as you can see, all my options are listed in single quotation marks. I'll click on enter, and as you can see, GPT will analyze all my reviews and return certain tags. I'll copy this formula to the other cells, and all the tags are added. These are some simple ways you could use this GPT extension. You could use it for other more complicated formulas. For instance, I could use the GPT formula to generate a list of 5 different colors. To do so, I'll start my formula with an equal sign, type GPT underscore list. I'll choose my GPT list function, and then I'll provide my prompt. I'll close my formula and hit enter, and as you can see, the extension had created a list of 5 different colors as shown on the screen. This can be very useful for testing purposes, data generation, and more. You could explore all the other functions under the list formulas. Here, you'll have a detailed description of how these formulas are used, their syntax, and more. And there you have it. GPT Sheets makes working with Google Sheets faster, easier, and smarter. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips and tutorials from the 101 library. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.